Okay then.
Yes.
So we're
Excellent.
down
Then we have
2
everything we need to
flashbacks.
open the pod.
Apparently we now have everything we need to unlock that crate thingy and get Mr. Prothean out. And ooh, more company. I guess some other people want to die. I forget where it was, but there's a movie where it's like, why do they always come to me to die? Boom. Oh, crap. Okay, time to move. Like, totally time to move. Crap. Twin freaking goddamn turrets. I love that. It's like, smack you down. Or whack you with a freaking biotic shockwave and you go flying. You can actually use the shockwave to knock down barriers pretty effectively. Bust out the N7 Eagle for a little armor-piercing punch, but it's actually not that effective, I discovered. Heal myself. Not so tough now, are you? So I think Liara just bit it. And there we go. You know, you probably wouldn't have been shot up if you hadn't run into enemy fire. And he's vapor. I love how they struggle against it. It's like, yes, you will fight off biotic molecular devastation. Anyone survive? Anyone? Bueller? Okay. Sorry for the horrible bad 90s or 80s or 90s reference there. Ooh, let's try going up. I did like that they tried to add like certain situations where you could go vertical on your enemies, but it never really felt all that practical in the game. It does have certain scenarios where it can be useful. He's toast. And they'll be picking up his body parts. What's left of him? See, I'm out of like the turret's effective range, so he can't see me. And I'm thinking, I got them all now. Anyone left? No. Let's see what's up here. Hello, dual turret. Dual turrets, shields, trouble. See, I'm trapped now. Pinned between turrets and the dude with the shield. Tried to get away and I get gunned down. So I believe when I reloaded, I changed my tactics a little. Alright, so let's get that back up and give it another try. That's one thing that I hated about the first Mass Effect, was that the autosave system was so infrequent, you could lose like 30 to 40 minutes of work if you forgot to save.
Backup forces are here.
You don't say. Yeah, see, I'm just ripping out the biotic attacks whenever I get the chance. Usually pretty effective. except when you miss like that. Now, that submachine gun of mine is actually pretty effective. It looks like James and Liara took care of the rest. Anyone else? Any survivors? Let's see, I tried going up again because it worked in the first case. And where I got creamed was when I went up the stairs later and into the twin turret trap. But here, I catch these guys right out of the darn lift. That works. I think what actually happened is when I threw my attack, I ducked behind the wall, and then I think James hit it with a rampage or something. But all I know is that the biotic shock shouldn't have been enough to kill it. Now, I switch over to a heavier weapon. I immediately bust out the grenades and hurl them into the crowd. And then I try something a little bit different, I think. I'm looking to see if there's a way for me to flank these guys, and I don't see one. So what I do is I just keep luring them towards the stairs to try and draw them in, while using the stair rail as cover against the turrets. And then there goes Liara going up to become bullet fodder. More grenades! Don't know if I hit a darn thing. Yeah, there's another achievement you can get where if you get people off the ground using your biotic abilities, it's called Sky High.
They've retracted the bridge. We have to find another way across.
Now, I don't know for sure, but I think this is where I got kind of confused. I was looking for another way across and started hunting around and didn't realize that the way across was right there in front of me. Nope. And I'm like looking for an exit. Oh, pardon me. It's 11 o'clock at night when I'm recording this. I'm a late shift worker, so I do tend to work later hours. And so when I get home after my shift, I usually do my videos right away. It's like, no, been here. Anything else? No. Come on, what am I missing? And I think this is when I go back and realize that I can just drop off the bridge. No, not yet. Nope, nothing there. And can't go back up that way, apparently. And can't climb back up that way. I even tried climbing back up on the roof again to try and get around it. My second playthrough, I knew all this. I mean, if I ever do the Mass Effect 1 and 2, which I do plan to do eventually, you'll see that I'm literally able to blow through both of those games really quickly because I know them so well. I mean, that's doing a near 100% completion run. And I think with number 2, I've done several 100%. Excuse me. And what we're seeing here is me looking for another exit. And I think I caught a glimpse of something out a window. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And I forget why I paused here. Okay. I think I was just stopping to collect my thoughts. And like, yeah, something out there maybe. Wait. Ah, here we are. Down we go. I love that the game, this was more prevalent in the first and second game, but I love that the game would like put scenarios where you should be hurrying and yet you can mess around as much as you like, and the game does not advance till you make it to the pre-described event. Damn it, cannot jump off the roof. Must cross to other end. And I definitely like that the visuals in this game look so crisp, because even for a returning player like me, the first time through there will be some scenarios where you do get lost. Alright, and now let us meet our new companion.
Take a few moments for the life pod to process it.
And what I do like about it is that the game has, you know, it's always this arbitrary time limit that never actually exists. It's like, it'll take a few moments for the life pod to open. You have to hold off the enemies until they're done. And then it's like, you know, you have as much time to kill off the enemies as you want. Now, I think this is the first time we run into the Atlas mech, but I don't remember. It's like, yeah, screw you, shield guy. How does he dodge that? Seriously, he dodge rolls out of the way. It didn't matter, I got him with the second volley. And you probably notice I'm able to just like sling biotics all over the place. Those grenades are so hard to use at range. They're easy enough to use when you're relatively, you know, close. But when you try to use them at long range, it's a... Amazingly, my shield survived that impact. You'll notice like me and Liara are constantly using Singularity to like set up little blockades against enemy advancement. Ooh, there was Rampage from James. But I mean, this is, despite the futuristic environment and the superpowers, this is essentially what a holding action looks like. It's you and whoever you have with you in cover trying to hold off your enemies and not get killed. You know, exchange the superpowers with grenade launchers and more or less the same effect.
Looks like we got a second to catch our breath.
Wish my corner man was here. I could use an ice pack.
Yeah, James.
Has the life pod ended stasis mode?
We're almost there.
We do not have time to
If
wait.
anybody's low, there's a Cerberus supply cache in the building next door.
I can lay down a singularity to block enemy access.
And I think that I walk up and the Cerberus dudes walk right in front of me and I like smack them. Yep, there it is. Oh! Rocket to the face. Get in cover now. That is the Atlas mech. And believe me, you will come to hate those things. Although later on they're easier to kill with the heavier weapons and better equipment, but they are still a pain. Mostly because they take forever and a day to shoot down. I mean, maybe if you had some heavier weapons it would be easier. But this thing just refuses to fracking die.
Affirmative.
See, there's Liara, like, staying in cover despite the fact that's, like, right on top of her. Alright, we got its shields down. Now concentrate on it and just break the armor. I think I switched over to the N7 Eagle. Just started pounding it. Your angle is not good. Oh, crap. That was a grenade. Kill this thing. Kill it, kill it, kill it! Yeah, finally. I love that the Atlas just goes up into pieces. Is that it? Is that everyone? Is everybody dead now? Oh, apparently not.
I'm on it.
I'm on it. Affirmative.
Yeah, I'm trying to get them in the cover. Because I swear, one of the things that's weird about this game is that you can put them in the cover, and they'll stay there for like a minute or two, and the moment enemies show up, they run at them. It's like, hello! Stay in cover! Otherwise, these guys are gonna kill you. Whoops, warp right into the box, did nothing. It's alright, bullets to the face did everything. Shockwave, and he's hitting the wall. When you power up Shockwave properly, it goes into one of two different forms. It's either a hammer blow where it throws them hard, or it's a blast wave that knocks out multiple targets. You can actually try to balance it between the two, but it doesn't end up being as powerful as either one on its own would be. It gives you more options, but it doesn't give you as many kills, as it were. Ah, here we are. Time to meet Mr. Prothea the Prothean, as he was called on the BioWare forums. He's still amazingly alive.
Some time to fully regain consciousness.
You know what? I would not be standing that close, given that this is a dude whose last action was shooting shit and killing shit. Pardon the language for anyone who's offended. Yep, knocks everybody down. He's all like, dude, I am so not drinking that crap again. I mean, that's what he reminds me of, is that guy who's on a serious bender. He does have an awesome theme.
Remember, it's been 50,000 years for us, but for him, it's only been
A few minutes.
No, the bunker is falling. There is no other option.
There are pods online. Those soldiers are still alive.
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire. Preparing neutron bombardment. Get to your life pod now. Neutron bombardment underway. The bunker is secure. Commander Traffic.
What is left of it? Few hundred people. How am I to rebuild an empire from that?
Very carefully, I imagine.
The neutron purge compromised the facility.
Crap.
Clarify.
Sensors are damaged. Automated reactivation is not an option. You will remain in stasis until a new culture discovers this bunker. This may lead to a power shortage.
Oh, that's
Do
great.
not shut off more pods. I need the few that are left.
Power needs will be triaged appropriately.
Javik is so not having this.
The voice of our people.
I will be more than that.
Yeah, Javik definitely gets like serious death seeker status in this game.
How many others?
Just you. You can understand me?
Yes. Now that I have read your physiology, your nervous system, enough to understand your language.
So you were reading me while I was seeing...
Our last moments. Our failure.
Your people
Hey,
did
he still
everything they
survived.
could.
Failure or
They never
not.
give up. And I could use some of that commitment now.
Shepard, whatever you did got Cerberus interested.
Great, so it's time to leave already.
Sorry. Human. I'm surrounded by primitives.
Hey, screw you, buddy.
not
We just
safe
saved
here.
your ass.
Will you join us?
You fight the Reapers?
Yes.
Then we will see.
Oh, screw you too, asshole. Pardon the language, but that's exactly what I thought when I saw that. It's like, dude, I just woke you up after 50,000 years of stasis. You could at least give me a handshake, you jerk. But, nah, I could somewhat understand his grief.
A living Prothean.
Yep.
That's correct, Admiral. But he's not quite what we expected.
Commander, our scientists barely understand what they need to do here. If the Prothean can help us construct this device, we need his cooperation.
Well, that's okay
Understood,
then.
Admiral.
We're losing colonies faster than we can evacuate. We've never seen a force like the Reapers.
I've been telling you
Yes,
that for
Admiral.
2 years.
Can he help us?
I intend to find out.
Good. Cerberus slipped up and gave us a new weapon. Don't let it go to waste. Hack it out.
See you later, boss. I like Hackett, but you get the impression he's in a situation
It's about our new guest.
that
my
is
way.
just so rough on him that he has no time for pleasantry. Alright, this is where we get to meet Javik in full form.
What's the problem?
I've tried to make the room more accommodating, but they're not letting me talk to him.
Apologies, Doctor. Contact protocol with a new species. Assume hostility. We had to dust off the regulations.
Great, so first contact protocol is assume hostilities. No wonder we
He's
started
not
a fight with the
I've
Turians.
spent my life studying Protheans.
At ease. I don't think our guest will be a problem.
Will he?
Will he?
That depends on you. I can sense fear in you. Anxiety and distress. The Reapers are winning.
What do you mean, you sense?
All life provides clues for those who can read them. It is in your cells, your DNA. Experience is a biological marker.
Now that's actually based somewhat on real science. In that
What
it's
exactly
believed
did
that
I
people
experience back on
retain a
Unicron?
certain
That was a
level
hell
of
of a flashback.
experience or memory as they pass it on
The battle made its
genetically.
own mark on me. I communicated
Apparently
this to you.
his people
It
do
didn't
that
work both
intentionally
ways.
and directly.
Like your beacons.
Yes. Which? You found one. You saw it all. Our destruction, our warnings. Why weren't they heeded? Why didn't you prepare for the Reapers, human?
It's Commander. And nobody could understand your warnings. The beacon nearly killed me.
Then communication is still primitive in this cycle.
We pieced together what we could, and used it to stop a Reaper invasion 3 years ago.
Then the extinction was delayed.
Yep.
Now we have your plans for the device. We're going to build it.
Device.
Hopefully we can
The weapon
use
your
it to
people
wipe
were
out the
working
bad
on.
guys.
I'd hoped you could tell us how to finish it.
We never finished it. was too late.
Then I take it you don't know anything about the catalyst.
No. I was a soldier, not a scientist. Skilled in one art, killing.
What was your mission?
Among my people, there were avatars of many traits. Bravery, strength, cunning. A single exemplar for each.
Which are you?
The embodiment of vengeance. I am the anger of a dead people, demanding blood be spilled for the blood we lost. Only when the last Reaper has been destroyed will my purpose be fulfilled. I have no other reason to exist.
Told you. Gets in the major Death Seeker category here.
Those who share my purpose become allies. Those who do not become casualties.
Nothing in our fight against the Reapers has been that cut and dried.
Because you still have hope that this war will end with your honor intact.
I do.
Stand in the ashes of 1 trillion dead souls and ask the ghosts if honor matters. This silence is your answer.
And he's right. Like I said, Javik is actually one of the most interesting characters in the series.
It is a memory shard.
Could it help us with the device?
No. It contains only pain.
I think that'll just
But
about
I
wrap
will
this
help
up.
You fight. And the last thing the Reapers hear before they die will be the last voice of the Protheans, sending them to their grave.
More than happy to lead him
I have
there.
a few more questions I'd like to ask.
Check it out, Liara's about to nerd
I've
out.
over a dozen studies on your species. I've published in several journals that...
Amusing. Asari have finally mastered writing.
I'm sorry.
Never mind. What do you wish to know?
We've never seen a species with this sensory ability you have.
It was common among my people, imparting experience through touch, the chemistry of life. Complicated ideas could be absorbed in seconds.
That sounds very useful.
We evolved as hunters. Reading 1,000 details in our environment ensured our survival.
I'm beginning to understand the beacons a bit more.
Later, we developed technology to harness our ability. Information could be stored in certain objects through touch.
Yeah, well, you
Memory
didn't
has
communicate
its
it that
own
well.
biomarker, its own chemistry, as do knowledge and skills. The beacons could remember these things.
Things like Reaper invasions.
Yes, I can still sense the turmoil in you, witnessing the extinction of our empire. The fabric of your being was forever marked that day.
Now, I don't know if I'm gonna
So, could you
skip
read
some of
something
the
about this
interim
room?
stuff that follows this. Because I know that there's some stuff that followed it that I don't need. But I'm
There
gonna
was
try and
liquid, a form of incubation. The DNA
get
of a
this listed as much as I
crawler
can and
arrived
then
here. It was
upload it. I may have to
prone
break it into 2
violence.
pieces.
I'm impressed. His name was Grunt.
And if he were my enemy, I would have given him a wide berth. There
Smart
is great
move.
strength
Grunt
in
was a
his
bad
genes.
guy.
Liara here would never forgive me if I didn't ask you.
Unfortunately, I
What was
gotta stop
Prothean
it here. It's taking too
civilization
long.
like?
Yes, I've always wondered, what sort of government did you have? And can you tell me about your religious beliefs, or perhaps the...
We are dead now. What does it matter?
Alright, we'll stop
I'm
there.
sorry. Studying your history has been a lifelong passion of mine.